Ever since I was a kid, I have loved classic cars, and especially RM Sotheby's, because they sell the world's most expensive, most prestigious classic cars. I remember going to their auctions as a kid and not being able to afford a ticket to go in. They were always in the news for selling 250 GTOs, Porsche Speedsters, Duesenbergs, and more. So when RM Sotheby's asked me to film a private collection tour for them, I couldn't believe it. This is literally a dream come true for me. Whatever your dream is, never ever quit. With that being said, let's get right to the collection. We are in a top secret location somewhere in Texas where we have got the privilege by RM Sotheby's to tour the white collection before it goes to auction. Obviously myself, TJ Lamb, Magnacars, and we got Flaexus. If you don't know who this is, TikTok, basically the biggest car spotter on the internet, in the world, I'd say.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
appreciate that.
We're gonna go through this collection. As you can see, we've got 918, 3RSs, every single Porsche pretty much, all of them. I'm gonna go through, try and guess the names of each one and then the value that it's gonna sell for at auction. And Flaexus is gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong. Start with car number one. I think this is a 1964 911. I'm gonna guess the auction estimate is like 150 to 250,000.
Okay, you're off. It's 1964?
Yeah.
1965. And 300 to 350,000.
Okay, I was kind of off, but like I got the car right.
Also your first guess.
Yeah, my first guess. And by the way, all the cars have signs, but watch my eyes. I'm gonna try my very best not to look at them. You can see, let me know in the comments if you think I'm cheating, because I promise you I'm trying to make this as honest as possible. So this one, I'm gonna guess 78 Carrera, 80 to 150,000 estimate.
It is a 1975.
Oh, okay.
It's a Carrera 2.7 and auction price 375,000 to 450,000.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit off there on that one. All right, 75 Martini 911 Carrera, 100 to 150,000.
It is the Martini edition. The auction price is 75,000 to 125,000. So
a little overestimate,
yeah,
but I'm kind of close.
You get it.
All right, 78. I'm gonna say this is a Carrera, base Carrera. Actually, I don't think it's a special one. 80 to 150,000.
It's the Club Sport.
Okay, now I know the value's way higher than what I
Yeah.
just said, right?
It's also 88. You
Okay.
said, what did you say, 78?
I think I said 78. This is an 88?
Yeah. And 375 to 425,000.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a club sport. Okay. Carrera, base Carrera, I'm gonna guess what year? 85.
It's 89. It's Carrera Coupe. Wait, did you say the price yet?
No, I didn't.
I guess auction price.
Okay. Auction price? I'm gonna guess on this car, I think it's just a normal one, I'm gonna say 70 to 150,000.
175,000 and 250,000.
Yeah. We need to get into the newer stuff, or at least some of the more familiar classic stuff. All right, Carrera RS.
So this is a more special one.
Club Sport, Carrera Club Sport 964. I'm gonna say this is 150 to 250,000.
1994. It's the RS America.
Oh,
so,
baby, that's a special one.
225 to 275,000.
These two are actually not being sold in the auction. These two, the owner, I think, has decided to keep. Anyways, this one, I know what this is. This is a 2010 997 almost got it wrong. Sport Classic. It only came in this color scheme with the gray and the gray stripes. I want to say 600 to 700,000. I'm gonna go with that.
You were basically spot on. 600 to 800,000.
I know this stuff. This is when I was like 10. Like I was growing up with this. 991.1. 50th anniversary. I'm gonna say 200 to 300,000.
You're pretty spot on. It's 150 to 250,000.
All right. Over here we have some more classics. These are the Targets. So these are all like the convertibles. Those were the coupes. This one I'm gonna say 78. Just convertible Carrera.
It's 84.
And I'm gonna say the price on this one is 80 to 150.
150 to 200.
Okay, so high estimate match my low estimate. This is a 964 Speedster. No, this isn't a 964. That's the 964 Speedster. So this is the... It's a Speedster, 911, I don't know. 86, I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say the price is 300 to 400,000.
Exactly, that's spot on. But it's a 89.
Okay, but I got everything else right?
Yeah, everything else is spot on.
Okay, this is a 964 Speedster. I know that because the roof is lower than that one, if you can tell. I'm gonna say this one's estimate 350,000. I don't know high or low. I'm just gonna go 350.
250 to 350, yeah.
993 convertible. I'm gonna say 80 to 120.
175 to 225.
What? I didn't think it was worth that much.
Yeah.
All right, 997 Speedster. This is basically the Sport Classics brother or sister. I'm gonna say this is 600,000.
Lower. 350 to 425.
I'm calling it right now. This car's gonna go for more than that. Porsche 924. I know what this is because I've had a 944 before. This is the Martini one. I'm gonna say auction 35 to 40,000.
40 to 60.
Okay, so I was like the lowest.
We'll see. We'll see how it does.
Yeah, we'll see. By the way, down there is a Porsche 928, the car that Clarkson famously rushed to the hospital to save, or to go say goodbye to his dad, I believe it was, who was dying. Porsche 914 6. So this has the 6-cylinder, which is the most desirable. Well, I guess it's more desirable than the 4-cylinder. I'm gonna say that this car is 70,000.
120 to 140. What? I mean, you're getting it.
What? I
don't think it's gonna go for that much.
120.
Or maybe.
How many miles? 86,000 miles. I don't think it's gonna be
Yeah.
over 100K. I don't think. If there's no reserve. All right, this is a 2021 911 Targa 50th anniversary. I'm gonna say 300,000.
It's the Heritage design.
Heritage design. Yeah, it's special edition.
Yeah.
50th anniversary.
How much you say?
350.
500 to 600,000.
For a 992 Targa.
That's not
Like-
that's not gonna go.
No way it's gonna go over 500,000. No way this car is doing that much money. That's insane if it does. We'll see. I guess this video, comment down below once you watch the auction. I'll be doing a live streaming reaction to all the cars going for sale. And we'll see if this hits over 500,000 because I do not think it will. This is a 2016 991.1 Targa GTS. I'm gonna guess this auction estimate is gonna be 250. I'm gonna say right now.
250 to 300. Yeah.
Bang on. Okay. I'm gonna try and send here so I'm not looking at the names. I did not look at this one yet. It's a 964 Targa 80 to 120.
125 to 175. You got me right.
Low estimate. All right, this one is a 78 Targa 150.
It's a 76 and 100 to 125.
Okay, that's not bad. I got
Yeah.
that pretty close.
Yeah.
All right. This one, oh, I'm not looking at that. This one, soft top. So if you come around here, this is that special thing, feature on the Targa. Most of them, as you can see, they'll have the glass. This one has the soft window, which is a rare, I guess, option. I'm gonna say this one's auction estimate 350.
300 to 400. Yeah.
Bang on. All right, we already did this. Moving on, I guess we'll go to the classics now. There's so many cars to get through. Like look at all of this. I haven't even done any of these.
Let's do the Speedsters.
Yeah, Speedsters. Well, this one is not a Speedster because it's a coupe. I'm gonna say this is a 356. 58 maybe. I'm gonna say the auction estimate is 250.
It's 53 and 275 to 375.
Okay, I got the low estimate. Here we have a tractor. This one, I don't even know. It's a Porsche Diesel Junior. I'm sorry, I have no idea if that's the right name. Let's see. Okay, I guess it's kind of right.
Yeah, it's 59.
Estimate, I'm gonna say this is 100,000.
50 to 70.
Okay.
And they're both the same. So
Oh, the same.
basically the same. I think they're a year difference. I don't know.
Few of the only Porsches that aren't white in this collection. And then here we have a Continental. I can tell that, well, because it just says Continental on this. Fun fact, this was only available for 1 year until Lincoln tried to sue Porsche or threatened to sue them, and then they stopped producing this car, so they're very rare, hard to find. I'm gonna say this one's 350 auction estimate.
275 to 350.
Pretty good, pretty close, honestly. This is a Speedster, I know that. I mean, one, it says it on the car. Two, it has the Speedster roof. This is the most desirable. well, I guess there's a few early ones. 450, I'm gonna say.
450 to 550.
I know
That's
my
10,000
speedsters.
miles also.
I know my speedsters.
Yeah.
Because I tried to buy a replica once. This Carrera 356, I'm gonna say 150.
A lot more. 600 to 700.
Okay, I take back what I just said. I guess I don't know my my market on these. I got that one, but I was way off on this one. I don't know, honestly, I don't quite understand. Maybe you can let me know why it's worth that much more. This one is a 365. The body style is different. 365A to 150,000. What am I?
It's a 356B.
Am I right with the price? 150?
It's more than that one.
How?
It's 650 to 750,000.
Dude, do you know why this is worth so much, Keegan?
No, I actually don't.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I thought this was one of the cheaper ones.
Gonna pick up on my 356 knowledge.
I mean, this isn't even the 356. I thought the 365s were worth less than the 356s. This is a 365A, I'm saying, because if that's a B, this must be an A. I'm gonna guess, based on the last year, I'm gonna guess 400,000 to 500,000 estimate.
It's a 356
SC.
SC, yeah. And 150 to 200,000. You got them like
So like those two that I estimated for that one's value, it's all back to front to back, whatever. Okay, let's move on to the stuff I know a little bit better. I know what this is. This is a 991.2 Turbo S exclusive edition. I'm gonna say this is it's probably super low mileage, so I'm gonna say like 700,000 estimate.
325 to 425.
Overvalued it a lot.
Yeah.
This is a 993 Turbo S, I know that. They only made like 150, I think, for America or something like that. Super rare car.
You're gonna get this wrong.
Estimate 1 mil.
It's 700 to 900. I thought you'd guess less on
No. I know my 993
Alright.
a little bit. Well, we'll find out, I guess. But well, this is a 964. This is super rare, so as you can tell, the headlights are like pushed into the body. It's not a slant nose. That's a slant nose. I'm gonna say this is a Turbo S 964. 700 to 800,000.
1.5 to 2 million.
Okay, I was a little bit off with that one. But slant nose 86. I'm gonna say estimate is 450 to
It's a
550.
flat nose. I don't know if that's different or same.
The back Carrera race car
honestly.
RSR not going on auction, or at least if it
Did I
is,
get
I
it?
don't
3 or
know
4?
what quite is going on with
Okay,
that. I wasn't
yeah.
that bad. I wasn't far off. Okay, this is a 930 Turbo. I'm gonna say this one is 450.
350 to 450.
Okay, I got that one right.
You just like, I mean, why not pay an extra 100, you know?
Yeah, okay, this is they look the exact same, but this is, well, I mean, it looks the exact same. I guess another 930 Turbo. I'm gonna say this is 450,
3 to 400. Guess the year.
86.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah. All right, 930, another turbo, I guess. This is, again, 450.
150 to 200.
Why is this half the price? What's
That's
the mileage?
crazy.
29,000 miles? Oh, this is why. 750. So, he probably bought this one, then found this one, and I don't know where that one came from. He has 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he has 4. This looks like, does he have 5 of them? This is another, I'm gonna guess 930 Turbo. I'm gonna say 400.
350 to 400.
Bang on. Is it a turbo? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Another one. Another 930 Turbo, 400.
It's a Turbo Carrera. 325 to 425.
Okay, yeah, bang on. All right. That, by the way, so I'm not going to talk about that one. This is a 993 RS America. I did not look at that. I know that because it says RS on the wheels, and I just know the RS America has a little wing on the back. It's not a 993 GT2. We will get to that. There's one over there. This, I'm going to say 700,000 estimate.
4 to 500,000.
Okay, I overvalued it. I'd pay 700 if I had it. This is my favorite car in the entire collection. 964 RSR. I'm gonna say 2 million.
2 million to 2.5 million. You
I should know. Oh yeah,
You gotta show them
check this out. You wonder why it's my favorite car? First of all, we got the Speedline wheels, which are like purple, paint match, but there's no other paint on the car's purple. Anyways, open up this. Look at that. Look at that interior. Red with the white everywhere. Like, even the gear knob, all red. Look at the door handles. Like, look at this. This is the most beautiful Porsche interior I think I've ever seen in my entire life. If I could have any car in this collection, it would be this one right here. I love this thing. I cut this out.
I also
This car's
I don't
door's
know the
hard to
code.
shut.
Wait, I thought you knew it, no?
I forgot it.
So this one, I'm gonna say, not looking, it's a 964 RS America. I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say it's 400 to 700,000 estimate. What do you think?
It's a Cur RS and 400 to 500,000.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
pretty close on that one. Like, wasn't in America, but it was still RS. This one I know, I love this car. Like, it's a 2.7 RS lightweight edition. So the red, I don't know if it's all red has lightweight, and then this one that looks the exact same next to it has the blue. This is not the lightweight, but it's also a 2.7 RS. I think these are both 73 or 71. I'm gonna say 71.
They're both 73.
Dude! Okay. And I'm gonna guess the estimate for this one is 1 to 1.2 to 1.7 and 800 to 1.
1.75 to 2 million. And then this one, what'd you say?
I said 850 to 1.2, I think.
900 to 1.2. Like, spot on.
Okay, that one I got pretty much right. That one I was a little bit low on. We'll get to this. Don't worry. But we're gonna go, before we get over there, to this one. This is a lot of people's favorite car in the entire collection. Personally, you already know mine. But this one is very special. This one is a 993 GT2. And I'm gonna say the estimate is $2 million.
Yeah.
Bang on.
2 million and 2.2.
This color is also insane. I don't know if the camera picks up, but it's like blue. It's like icy kind of blue. It looks crazy.
It looks beautiful.
996 GT2, super rare. I love these things. I'm gonna say auction estimate. If the mileage is really low, I'm gonna say 450.
3,700 miles. It's 350 to 450.
Okay, bang on,
Yeah.
perfect. 997 GT2. This is one of my other favorite cars. I'm gonna say this one, probably super low mileage, probably 650,000.
400 to 450,000.
Dang, that's a good thing for me because I want one of these one day. 997.13 RS. You can tell, well, that's the .23 RS. This is the .1, different front bumper,
Yeah.
different aero, especially around the back. You'll see the different tail lights. Actually, come check this out. Might as well show you guys. So in the back of this one, a lot smaller wing. As you can see, it's almost built into the trunk. The tail lights are like more round, everything's more curvy. This one has a way more aggressive rear end, different tail lights. The wing is like bolted with actual screws that you can see and, you know, adjust. This one is all molded in. Yeah, you can see the differences between the two cars.
Yeah,
This is a
big
.1,
difference.
.2. This one, I'm gonna say the auction estimate is, if it's low, I'm gonna say 650.
400 to 450 also.
Okay, so I
What
overestimated.
about this one?
This one, I'm gonna say the auction estimate is 250.
350 to 450.
Dang, so I'm a little bit skewed too much. This is a 991.1 3RS, and I'm gonna say this car has a 10 out of 10 spec. With the spec that's on it, I'm gonna say this car is probably 350.
325 to 375. Spot on.
Could not be more perfect than that.
Yeah.
Now, before we get to those ones, there are two more over here. We have a 944, but I think it's actually technically like a 951. I don't quite understand how that works, but there's a cabriolet. I think it's an S2. This, I'm gonna guess the auction estimate, probably super low mileage, so 70,000.
40 to 60,000.
Okay, not that far off. 944 turbo, or also 951 front end. Don't quite understand how that all works, but this is on slicks, paint match wheels. It looks perfect. I'm gonna say this one's 70,
More.
100.
140 to 180.
What? Dude, I sold my 944 for 8 grand.
Like, should have kept it.
Nah, I'll buy it back.
Yeah.
I'll buy it back next year. But this one must be super special to be worth that much. It has a roll cage in it. I don't know what's going on. It just is a turbo. It's not like a race car. I don't know. If you know, let me know why that car's worth so much money. Anyways, over here, the 3 modern hypercars from this collection. I don't know if I already mentioned the Carrera GT, the 959 were in the collection, but they already got sold individually. So these are the 3 centerpieces now. Well, I guess the GT2, but this is the 911R over here. Very common mistake is that this is a GT3 Touring. It's not. This came before the Touring. And this was the car that really set the Porsche market, like took off like a rocket with this thing and the 991 RS. These were selling at one point, I think one sold for $1 million back in like 2016.
Spec on this.
Yeah, this spec, clear tail lights, blue stripe. Most of them are white with red. This one has white paint match wheels, blue. I open it up, look at this interior. Look at that. Absolutely insane. It's a manual. So basically what this was, when it came out, they said this is the last manual 911, like GT3, all that stuff. Well, we now know it's not, but I think that they brought out the 991 Touring, or .2 Touring, and now we have the 992 GT3 because the market on these went so insane that they wanted to kind of eliminate that. Anyways, I'm gonna say $1 million.
800 and 900,000.
I think this will hit $1 million. We'll see in the auction stream.
Oh, 700, 800, my bad.
Okay. I still think this is gonna hit $1 million. I honestly do. GT2 RS, this is one of my favorite specs I've ever seen in my life. It's got painted diffusers, so normally on a GT2 RS, this is all black. This one's painted, this is painted, all to match the car. Look at this, blue carbon fiber. You think it's just black. It's actually blue carbon. Blue carbon on the louvers there. And if you check the wheels out, look at this. All blue no, they're not carbon fiber, but they are paint match blue. Blue carbon mirrors, I mean, everywhere's blue carbon. If you want to look at the interior on this, check this out. Again, absolutely stunning interior. Got to be careful when closing the doors on these. I'm gonna guess this one is 650.
7 and 900,000.
Dude, apparently this car has hundreds of thousands in options, which is the highest spec GT2 RS in the world, from what I know, that we know of. So, the big boy.
Also the paint match diffuser.
Oh yeah, this too. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally love it. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Massive, massive like credit to the owner for knowing how to spec this car. You did a fantastic job, like
If he's
really
watching.
amazing job. And also matching 918. So this car, obviously the most expensive car in the collection right now.
Or one of them, yeah.
It's the top one on the estimates, I think. Pretty sure the GT2 is second, and then I think, well no, that one's second, the RSR, and I think the GT2 is third. But this one, 918, we all know that, 2015, Weissach package. This one has blue interior, acid delete, so there's no lime green stitching anywhere. The brakes, if you look at here, they are silver, which normally they're always lime green. And then the back of this car, another cool feature, look at this. Instead of saying 918 Spider, it's just gone, it just says Porsche. Again, this car, look, never had a plate on it, has 11 miles on it, and I think the auction estimate, the big one,
brand new.
See how much I know my Porsche knowledge? I'm gonna guess 2.5 to 3.
Yeah?
That's right?
2.5 to 3. There we go.
What can I say? I don't know a lot about some of these cars. I know a little bit. You know, I've been a fan of Porsche since I was a baby, but I also did all think they look the same. There's some though that I love.
Yeah.
And it's such an honor to be able to come, tour this collection, show it to you guys. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think of the values down below. Porsches right now are really hot. They're having a moment in the world. Like every person on the internet, at least kids, they're in love with them right now. So this is a great time if you have a Porsche, if you want to sell it. Don't flood the market, but like this is a hot moment to sell your Porsche collection, like this guy. Really, really recommend doing it. Unless you love the car, then keep it and drive it and enjoy it, because that's what that's what these cars are made for. Now we've seen all the cars and you think it's over, but there's actually a ton more stuff that you're not gonna wanna miss if you're a Porsche nerd. There's memorabilia that I have never even heard of or seen. This guy didn't just buy cars. Like, you think this is big? He bought 2 of every single thing Porsche's ever made, literally. Like, you're not gonna believe the stuff that we're gonna go check out. Stuff I've never seen, I didn't even know existed, and there's probably $1 million or more in Porsche memorabilia. What do you think? I mean, you've seen it.
I mean, I was blown away. I think it's cooler than the actual collection itself.
It's the craziest, most insane. Like, here's a taster of it. Look at these things. I don't even know where you buy this. I don't know if it runs. I'm gonna assume it does. It can go 30 miles an hour, but that's just a taste of the insane stuff. Like, if you're Doug DeMiro watching this, Doug, there's gonna be some stuff you wanna buy up here.
Oh.
Trust me. Right through this door. And right here, we have our in-house RM specialist.
After you.
He's gonna teach us, or it's echoey, he's gonna teach us or tell us what we have upstairs, because you have to know your stuff to know what we've got.
I feel like you've only seen half of it so far.
This is so echoey. Oh. Look at this. We got Flaexus filming this video. The white collection.
So, equal to maybe even surpassing the cars that you've seen already, the owner of this collection was incredibly adamant about collecting every single piece of Porsche memorabilia that they made. So everything from kid cars, posters, luggage, clothing, pens, everything that was Porsche. And so he's cataloged it and put it in just beautiful order. You can see this is his full collection of posters. If you pull out a certain year, so 73, you could see he's got a huge collection of posters. And this is probably the most rare, one of the rarest of all Porsche posters. It's a Carrera RS 1973 poster that's blank. Typically these have English or German script on them, but this actually was made for the world. It's incredibly rare. It's valued at about $19,000 for a single poster.
19,000 US?
Yeah.
That's more than all my cars right now are worth combined. The Rolls Royce and the 190. I guess actually you probably don't know about that. I just leaked the next car, or I might bleep that. That's more expensive than a car.
Some of them are for sure, but they're really rare. These are like original Targa posters, RSR.
Wow.
Really, really, really rare stuff. And he has multiples of all of them. So that 73 RS poster, we actually have 2 of them in the sale. So
It's
it's
just $40,000 just in
two
two
posters.
And look at, he has probably 1,000 posters.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're really scratching the surface in terms of just what we're selling. There's so much left. So it's an extensive collection. I'll try and just show you some of the choices bits.
One of the interesting things, he has the little kiddie car GT3. Like, he bought everything that they've ever made.
This was, Ralph Lauren was very much a Carrera GT fan, and so he designed this Carrera GT jacket that you could wear as you're driving. I've never seen another one of these for sale. We have one of these.
How much is that estimated for, you know?
About $1,000. Nothing crazy.
That's actually a pretty good bargain if you have a Carrera GT.
This is really interesting. A full set, if you've got a 918, of Martini decals. So you can make yourself a 918 Martini edition if you want.
Factory 918 decals. These aren't just a wrap shop. This is from Porsche. You know the estimate on this?
This, I think we're gonna do 8 to 10,000, but there's a similar one for sale right now for 13, so these are a bit of a deal.
Yeah.
Luggage, all the luggage that you could possibly have, like Carrera GT carbon suitcase. I mean, there's, you know, stuff like this that you just don't see.
Wow.
A full set of Carrera GT luggage, which is really rare to get every piece, including the briefcase with this beautiful
Oh, the wooden handle like the shift knob.
Yeah, really cool stuff. People love removal luggage, right? This is like a full assortment of removal luggage, including your, because you have to have this when you travel, your Porsche humidor
What even is that? I don't know.
It's for cigars. It keeps your cigars like they're relative.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so you gotta have that when you're traveling with your Porsche. These are really interesting original collapsible suitcases. So boom, there's your suitcase to go in your 911. And all this stuff was fitted for early 911s to drive around in.
There's a Rothman's racing bags over there. That is so cool.
Yeah, those are really neat. Porsche furniture. Porsche dealer guides. There's even when the Cayenne won the Motor Trend Truck of the Year. This is the Motor Trend Truck of the Year award.
Just get that.
Yeah, right? Every single service manual. This dealership hanging sign is estimated.
Need to watch.
Oh yeah.
How much is this?
About 40 to 60 is what we're saying.
40, 60,000?
Yeah, but it's very rare to find like
What,
early
that?
Porsche dealership stuff, and like you
Yeah.
want your ultimate toy for your man cave. Like there it is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The watches are incredible as well. Some of these, of course, if you're a Porsche design watch nerd, you want your Porsche design watch that perfectly matches your, Targa 4S. And so it's got your wheels on the back, your spec, that sort of thing. And so he ordered a lot of these with the cars that he bought. So it's perfectly spec to, the car. There's one watch in here that's worth about $20,000 that I'll show you in a little bit. It's rose gold. It was made by Chopard. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, it has the Lego sets.
Yeah, you gotta have toys, right?
Wow. More.
Yeah, that's all the
Oh wait,
seals that are-
one thing I did want to show here.
Oh yeah.
These 918 Spider skis. Literally, so I don't know if they made an actual rack for your 918, but if they do, or you get one made, there's 918 skis. I've never seen that before.
And then, of course, the famous Arovo Porsche 212 Ski Bob. There's this Porsche sled that was actually made by Bitter. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Bitter SC, but he was another sports car manufacturer. I guess he wanted to curry favor with Porsche, so he tried to make them a sled. None of these things are big successes, which is why they're so rare and collectible now.
Wow.
Porsche drinking accessories, Porsche smoking accessories, Porsche tennis accessories.
Your entire house could be filled with Porsche.
Did I sh-
Everything.
Did I show you these? If you have a 918, you've got to have the special Adidas shoes that match it.
Oh,
Right?
918 Spider shoes.
Yeah, you got to have your shoes.
That's crazy.
Oh, and then I got to show you this too. We talked about the ultimate Doug DeMuro lot. When they came out with the Carrera GT, they had all these different accessories made in carbon fiber. They called it Carbotech. So you got a Carbotech lighter, those are $350 a piece. But you also had probably the weirdest accessory you could buy, the Carrera GT cap. It's a Carbotech
That's something
cap.
Doug DeMuro would wear.
I think so. Him and his wife driving around, perfectly matching, right? So these are about $2,000 a piece, but we're selling all of the Carbotech accessories together in one lot. So if you want them all in one go, there you go. Whoa, crazy stuff. Anyway,
That's insane.
too much Porsche.
Yeah.
Put it all back. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this was kind of interesting. So when the 959 came out, they issued this special press release because, of course, you couldn't buy one in America. So they had this press release on the gray market and what they advise you to do if you were importing your 959 into America. I mean, it's super interesting stuff.
How much is this estimated to go for?
Well, we have it as part of this ultimate 959 lot. So it's not just this, it's the 959 driver's manual and repair manual and models and all this other stuff. So that'll be a few thousand for
This
sure.
is
But
so cool.
Just cool stuff that Porsche did all this, Oh, and then these are all the super expensive watches. Of course, you know, really famous right in the early days, Porsche. The idea was to build a watch that was black because, you know, Porsche is like a functional thing. And you wanted to have like a black PVD coated watch. And he went to Omega first, he went to Tissot, and none of them would want to work with him. So he found this small company called Orfina, and Orfina was able to make him a black PVD coated watch. And in the early days, of course, it's got the Orfina branding. Later on, it went to just Porsche design. But they're really cool and collectible now. I mean, everybody wants this watch. And in particular, they want one that's in good condition, that like the PVD coating hasn't come off yet. So anyway, that's kind of neat. Let's see. What's the really expensive one? It's one of these. It's either this one or the other one that's like super duper expensive.
So how do you know all this stuff?
Well, I mean, you know, I have participated in a bunch of different Porsche memorabilia auctions. There was a dude named Prescott Kelly who sold a lot of his collection back during the pandemic, and I was there on site cataloging a lot of that, so I learned a lot then. But yeah, just a ton of research and values and valuations and stuff like that. But, you know, this stuff is cool, you know? I mean, the cars are really cool, but like, look at all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's boxes and boxes of just filled to the top. Driver selection, 2.7 RS plates and glasses.
This was like a special Bluetooth speaker that they made in the shape of the 911 GT3 tailpipe. So you could like blow out your tailpipe with like whatever music you wanted. This is a Porsche Carrera GT wheel nut remover. So you could, you know, take off the center locking wheel nuts.
Oh,
like,
right.
Just crazy stuff. But this guy had it all, you know, quite literally.
Driver's selection spirits. So is this Porsche alcohol?
Porsche alcohol, yeah.
Driver's alcohol. I don't, that's kind of contradictory. Like, driver's alcohol, Porsche.
Well, maybe at the end of a long day, you want to, you know, sit back and enjoy a glass of wine or something like that.
And not drive anymore for the rest of the day.
Not drive anymore, definitely not, for sure.
Wow.
Anyway.
Is this watch the expensive one?
The expensive one's a Chopard, and I need to find it because it's, like I said, $20,000. It's connected with this, so I don't know if somebody has moved it or not. That would be a real big bummer. Nope, that's a relatively cheap one that goes to the Turbo S. Both of these are just
cheap.
Yeah, only like $1,000 or so.
Only.
I mean, there's stuff in here that's not crazy expensive.
To some people.
To some people. To watch guys. I mean, if you're a watch guy, like, you know, things can get crazy expensive. No, this is another Porsche design. Nice watch, but not necessarily like crazy what we're looking for. I don't know. You're a Seiko guy. I respect your taste in watches.
Oh, thank you. My dad's old watch. You guys are wondering what I'm wearing. This is the only watch I ever wear, pretty much. Got it from my dad. So there's one thing over here I want you to tell us about. This racing suit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Porsche GT1, I mean, that was like their version of CLK DTM or their version of McLaren F1. And they're, you know, really rare and collectible today. And they made out this livery that looks like super 90s. And we've got not just a racing suit, we've got Porsche GT1 sweater, we've got a hat. Yeah, we've actually gotten a lot of inquiries on this because I think it's pretty cool. People are really into it.
Awesome. I would wear that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the hat's like suede and oh my. All this clothing.
Yeah. 90s were cool, man. Bucket hat.
Dude, this thing is like, I need this. Even though I don't have my 944 anymore. And toy cars everywhere, like Hot Wheels. I mean, all the original Porsche Lego sets right here. Carrera GT models. This is one of the biggest things in the auction, I think, right? The Barbie 911. So we got two 964s. Like everything you could ever want, pretty much. I mean, I don't even know what this is. Dude, like, where did this, he just bought everything. 4.0, 4.0, like this is probably a box full, I think it is literally a box full of RS 4.0 models. And then he's got All of them.
Oh
GT2
my
RS, Speedster, like Carrera GT, 4S, 959, like. This is probably, how much money do you think this is in Porsche memorabilia?
I think I said like 5 to 10 million in my YouTube video.
Yeah, that's about what it is.
You think this is $5 to $10 million?
Porsche only made 55 of these total, so this is one of the rarest cars here. For me, it's analog, it ticks all the sensors, it looks awesome standing still. I can't wait to drive it. They're actually going to give me the key and say I can go drive it. So for me, I'm taking the keys, I'm driving the 74 3-liter Carrera out of here.
High-end estimate is just over 900,000. So we're just scratching the surface. I mean, this is like just the first go at this stuff.
Because all the stuff in boxes isn't being sold, it's just the stuff that's got the green tags, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you can just get a sense of how much is left over. The cool thing about Porsche is that it's a big tent. It's a wide market and people are into this stuff.
So where can people bid on this? What's the date?
This is the 1st and 2nd of December. You can bid on rmsotheby's.com. You can come down in person in Houston, Texas. You can see the quality of this collection. I would recommend that because it's, I mean, you've been here.
Yeah.
It's spectacular.
I mean, I'm here right now and I'm like kind of speechless. I don't know what to say about this stuff. Just letting you do the talking.
Well, happy to do that.
Wow. And Magnus Walker's about to be here, so it's the next day. I've changed outfits a little bit. Magnus is here now, and I've shown you the entire collection, but I want to know, from the Porsche, I guess, hot rodding expert, what's your pick out of all of these cars?
Well, I would never say I'm an expert, but the pick for me out of all of these cars has to be the car I'm standing next to, the 74 3-liter Carrera RS Lightweight. So that's my pick of the
Do you
litter.
have one of these?
I do not, but this is so rare with only 55 made and a value of $2.5 million. It's way above my pay grade, but I'm going to get to drive it. One of the greatest things about OPP, other people's Porsches, that I always say is, I don't need to own them to experience them.
Yeah.
And today, that small dream is going to come true when I get behind the wheel of a 74 3-liter Carrera for the second time, not the first time. But key to happiness, that's the car.
Thank you
Cheers,
so
man.
much.
Appreciate it.
I
You're good
appreciate
hanging with
it.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Keep the pedal to the metal.
Thank you. I finally got to meet Magnus Walker. Growing up as a kid, I watched the Outlaw videos on YouTube. I have the Hot Wheels car at home, so it's pretty cool to actually meet him and get to tour this collection thanks to RM Sotheby's. Thank you guys so much for watching. Flex, you got anything to say?
Thank you guys for watching. I mean,
Yeah.
thank you for having me in the video too. It was an
Thank
honor.
you for coming. Thanks to RM for allowing us to come out here and film this insane collection. Like, what an honor. Magnus Walker, Flaexus, and myself. How did I end up? How am I able to do this? This is like crazy to me, growing up watching this stuff, and now like I get to come here. That's just mind blowing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you didn't find me annoying or anything like that.
More videos
If you
to
did,
come.
if you did, and you have advice for me to improve, let me know. See you guys in the next one. Bye.